So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And you guys, I just want to say this really quick. Just real quick. I'm gonna try to make it less than 5 minutes. So you guys, for most of my life, from age 8 to like 19, you guys, I've been either molested or raped. And even like in my 20s it kind of happened, but for the most part, like the consistency of molestation and rape will be like constant, you guys. And I didn't start feeling beautiful until I left my house, until I left home. um it's this one dude who I was dating. We were supposed to have sex. He opened the door and he let other people come in, and he literally fought me on that bed to have sex with me. And he went and told everybody that, oh, that I just let everybody have sex with me and this is that and the third. I remember my uncles touching me. I even remember like just like one dude that I was with. We broke up and tried to fix it like a dumbass, and he came and instead of fixing it, he took advantage of me and he said, oh, that's all you want, that's all you want is dick, you little whore, and shit like that. And I've had multiple occasions where that has happened to me. Like one day I was skipping school, and in the process of skipping school, y'all, like I dead ass, bro, I dead ass got raped. And I was so afraid to go tell anybody about this. Like I was like, oh, was I waiting supposed to skip school and this is my fault and all this other stuff. Like I was screaming, stop, get off of me, stop, get off of me, stop, get off of me. And it's been plenty of situations just like this where I have fought and I've been fought back, and I've been beaten into being raped and abused and hurt and everything else. And people think like, oh, if you've been raped, you should come out and say it right away. But how do you come out when you feel shame or you feel embarrassed to even come out and say anything? Because you guys, just like, honestly, that took a lot to say. Honestly, but yeah, like stuff like that has been happening for the longest, and I didn't realize how bad I had it, until like I moved up here. So I moved from my parents' house. The first year when I moved, like I got a job, you guys, and I got a job, and I thought like, oh, a job would make me feel better. But I would have nightmares, constant nightmares. I would be afraid. Like, yeah, mind you, I work with kids. So when I first got my job, I was so afraid to work because I was like, what if somebody thinks I'm like a sexual predator? Or what if somebody thinks I'm this and what's that? Like I would leave the door open like when I work with my kids because I don't want nobody thinking I was touching the kids. Yeah, I was just so afraid, y'all. And it's been times like where I used to have nightmares about me killing myself, like where I would actually have like a success, like in my mind, like the scenario play out and I would have a success, you guys. Because when I was younger, I used to try to kill myself, and you guys, I became addicted to sex. Like if I met a dude, like I'd be the dude to the punch to sex. So I was like, I don't want no dude to take it from me ever again. I'd rather just give it up. And that really like bothered me, and it would eat at me because I was like, damn, dog. And then people was like, oh, she's lying and she's this. Like I think I got into an argument on Facebook over something so petty and stupid. And in the middle of the argument, one girl said, oh, I know that bitch been lying about getting raped and all this other stuff and this, that, and the third, because I got receipts. And then I know this bitch lying. Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, that really fucked me. I was like, woo, bitches really be thinking you be lying on some fuck shit. And I was like, wow. And they was just showing they like hate towards me. And I was like, I could never understand why somebody would not like me or feel like I'm lying about something. Like I get it, people lie, but I'm not finna sit here and lie and like, oh, if it happened, you should have been spoke up about it. You should have been said something about it. Why should I speak up about it now? And like it kind of like dawned on me why people don't speak up or say anything about the traumas that they actually go through. Because why would I want to speak up and talk about the traumas that I actually go through if when I say it later, y'all not gonna believe me. So if I say it right then and there, y'all probably not gonna believe me. And it's fresh, and it hurts the most when it first happens, because you're like, damn. Especially if you were ever like me, when you had to fight constantly and you had to like get this stigma out of you. Like, you guys, I used to have really bad depression. I used to have really bad depression. I used to be really suicidal. I used to be addicted to sex. I used to like try to find myself and cope and do things like, yeah, I think I went through so much shit trying to get over the fact that I was raped. I just had to one day just sit down and cry. Let it all out. I cried. Ugly tears. I was cried tears. Yeah, I had to get it in my mind that it was okay to be hurt. It was okay to not be happy. It was okay to sit there and be like, I'm going to make it. I had to learn how to vent. I had to learn how to cope, you guys. And I think that was the hardest year that I've ever had, because I had to learn how to take care of myself again. I had to learn that showering is okay, brushing your teeth is okay, looking good is okay. You don't have to worry about it. You can dress how you want to dress. Niggas should respect you, period. No matter what you wear. I had to teach myself these things. I had to deal with these things on myself. I had to deal with feeling like I was not shit for so long. So to teach myself that I was something amazing and important to me forever, you guys. And honestly, I felt so proud of myself because I finally stood up for myself recently, you guys. I haven't had an incident in like, I want to say a years. And the last incident I had like a year ago, that had me boohoo tears, crying, and I dealt with it right then and there. I think I didn't eat for 3 days. Didn't talk to nobody, didn't eat nobody. My phone was on airplane mode. I didn't even go to work, and I called out. When I came back to work, I had to deal with some shit. I really did, because I was just really like not in the mood for people. Yeah, I started drinking heavily. I started smoking heavily, y'all. Like, I had to, deal with it, because I said, if I don't deal with my trauma, I said, I'm going to become an alcoholic, I'm going to become overweight, either alcoholic or druggy or overweight, and I can't afford to be doing all of that because I don't want to deal with trauma. So I sat there and I dealt with my trauma. I went through the ugly phase. I retaught myself that I was beautiful. I learned how to be patient with myself. I started taking showers again. I started brushing my teeth. I started caring. I started reaching out to people. I started expressing my feelings and everything else, you guys. And that was just like last year. Yeah, last year. And that was with the stress that I had going on with other issues. So if you can imagine with me how I was honestly feeling like, woo chalet. Rough. It was tough. And then, you guys, oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the new incident that happened. I was kicking it with one of my friends or whatever. We kicked it before. We tried dating. That didn't work out. And we realized that we was better off as friends, because clearly two different people who was not going to get along, and I'd probably be done bop this little skinny ass somewhere. We was kicking it one night, 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh, I gotta go. He high as shit. He not edible. Don't go just yet. I'm like, I gotta go. So I'm trying to grab my keys and stuff. Tell me something. Wait. Hold on before you go. I get out the car. I come like, what do you want? He grabs my hand. And then he pushes me into pulling me into his Jeep. And I'm trying to pull back. And he over here touching the titty, trying to touch my hoo-ha. And the man, he actually did it. He grabbed my hoo-ha twice. I'm over there trying to fight him without dropping my phone, my keys, everything. I'm like, get off of me. 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 He not even paying attention. So then I ain't talked to him for like 3 days, and he reached out and he was like, yo, what's wrong? And he was like, he tried to flip everything back on me, y'all. He was like, yo, fuck you, bird ass bitch. Like, how the fuck you expect me to be your friend and you expect to bring up a fuck thing? And I was like, first off, Talking about something because he came. He was like, "You created these problems." I'm like, first off, I never created problems between us. Secondly, and I just gave him like a detailed account of everything that he did, and then he wanted to try to change the "oh, I'm sorry, oh, I'm sorry, oh, I'm sorry." I don't want to hear that "oh, I'm sorry," because at the end of the day, it's respect. And I felt like respect should have been given. And I put my foot down and I told this person that they cannot talk to me, they cannot contact me, they cannot like me, they can't even look at me too tough anymore. They have to give me my space and they have to leave me the fuck alone. Because this behavior was not acceptable. And I felt so proud of myself because I felt like I finally stood up to the situation when it first happened. Not when it first happened, but almost immediately after it happened. I didn't wait years, I didn't wait months to say this is bothering me and this is that and the third. I didn't even take this person back. Like, this person is blocked out of my life. Real life. Like, this person can't come in. Like, this person cannot and there will be no trauma. And I'm not falling in, and I'm not finna fall in and be like, oh, I should be a trooper and give it up. Oh, they feel this way about me, so I should do this. Oh, I should do that. Oh, I should do this. And I realized that once I dealt with my trauma, I was a better person off anyway. And once I stopped accepting the bullshit that they would throw in my face, like, oh, only do this because I miss you. Like, only do this because I love you. Only did it because of this. Only did it because of that. Like, growing up, that's all I heard. And when he said, I kind of left that out. But when he said, oh, I only grabbed you like that because I missed you. Only did this because I couldn't control myself. And I needed you at this moment in time. It kind of brought back to me like, damn. This sound like the shit that they would tell me when I was younger. Like, I'm only doing this because I love you. And that will put misconstrued thoughts in my head. That's why every good dude I had, I ran them off. Either cursed them out, fussed them out, tried to sleep with them until they got tired of me, or just would break it off with them. And then all the bad dudes who meant me no good, I would just keep them around and be like, oh, I'm going to go all out for you because this must be love. Whole damn time it's not love. Never was love. Never was the true affection that I needed or required. I had to deal with my trauma. And the crazy part, I had to deal with my trauma to figure out that that's not even a love or type of energy that I want in my life. I don't want somebody who's going to put me in danger. I don't want nobody in my life that's going to sexually assault me or harass me or call me a bitch or do this and do that when shit don't go right, or have me in my room crying because I didn't want to give up something, or make me feel like I'm less of a woman because of y'all. I really worked my ass off to get to this point, so I really feel like I'm that bitch. Like, no matter what a bitch say about me, I don't give a fuck what a bitch say about me because I'ma always feel good. I'ma always feel pretty about myself. I'ma always feel great about myself. Like, I'ma always feel this way. Because I remember it was a time where I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror because I hated what I saw from all the sexual assaults and trauma that I done picked up as a child. From just sexual assaults. That's not even talking about like life and going through depression and being suicidal and being ready to kill myself and let everything go. I'm talking about everything that I've dealt with sexually, from back to back to back, from having one shitty boyfriend to the next, from I had one dude, I don't even know if I said in this video or not, but he literally pinned me to the bed and had other Negroes come in the room when I wasn't looking and sleep with me. I had to get up and fight and refuse to take me home, so I had to find my way back home. Wow, he done tried to run a whole train on me and made it seem like he actually did it, and tried to make it seem like Andrea, was supposed to sit there and take all of that. Plus more. And that's not the first time that happened in this, like, that probably happened like 3-4 times with 4 different people. And that would hurt my heart every single time it happened because I never wanted stuff like that to happen to me. I've always felt like I had to keep this face up like, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did it. When deep down I was hurting hard in my heart. I was hurt. And I never knew how to like express that besides fuck you and go to hell and get the fuck out my face. So y'all, I said basically all of this to say Deal with y'all trauma, because I don't want y'all to be going through the same shit I went through, like with feeling like you have to go through the same cycle over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, or becoming suicidal or going into depression or gaining so much weight to like it's just ridiculous, you guys. Like honestly, people was like, damn, you done got thick. And I was like, yeah, I mean, if you eat your feelings shitty, of course you'll get thick. You know what I'm saying? You know. And I had to realize, like, I'm really a beautiful ass person inside and out. And that all of this shit is not my fault all the damn time. It was never my fault. Because after I said no, that meant no. I had to teach myself these things. And I come on here sometimes and I want to tell y'all, like, look, be better than me. Like, deal with your trauma. Learn how to cope. Learn how to move forward from things. Because the moment you move forward, the moment that's the when life will get better for you. I don't have any nightmares anymore. I'm not really worried about what a bitch got to say about me now. I feel like I'm the shit. Matter of fact, I know I'm the shit. And can't nobody tell me otherwise. I'm really all that in a bag of damn chips. And I'm popping, bitch, and I'm worth anything that I feel like. And if a nigga try me, he locked up. They won't let him out. They won't let him out because he locked up. And I won't even feel bad no more. Because before I used to feel like, damn, should I say this or should I not say this? Like, damn, what if but I don't want, fuck all of that. You get all this energy. All of it. Period. So, y'all, just be better than me, y'all, and deal with y'all trauma, because I don't want y'all to be going out there miserable or having to go through, like, similar things like I did, because that shit is hell. And I know a lot of people wouldn't probably be able to get through the shit that I went through and be like, yeah, I'm fine. They're probably fucked up in the head, but they wouldn't be fine. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say.